Alright. Well, apparently, uh, too many forges? I don't know. Nothing else was really going at that time. Oh man. It's just like, it seems like the more I add on to the base, the harder of a time the game has dealing with it. So, I don't know. I need to get this thing finished up. And I had thought about, honestly, like adding in more lighting. Like, there's no way the game would not be able to handle it. Just let the forges run while I'm not at the base. Hopefully we'll be alright. Yeah, I just need to go grab some food and water, and it's off to the desert. Because I do have some stone and cement right now, I just don't have any sand. So I need to go to the desert, scoop up some of that, come back, start making concrete, and then start working on the new area and using the sand from that to then make more concrete and start working on the next. We have a plan. Although I'll probably go and get stone. I don't know if I'll get stone before or after. It just depends on how much sand I come back with. I might be able to like use all the stone I have as soon as I get back. Okay, it crashed when I turned this forge on. So let's do it again. Alright. Good times. I didn't drop anything else off, did I? We got ammo. What do we have? We have a pistol. Those flaming arrows that take up all your field of view. Can't see anything. As far as I know, running zombies do not deal more damage to you than ones that aren't running. Didn't I make some of this? I did indeed. But honestly, I don't know for certain. You know. There's a chance. But I don't know if they get like a momentum damage bonus or something. That'd be kind of interesting. To structures? Oh, I don't know. That would be kind of interesting. They just like slam into the wall. Nothing in there. Okay. Wait, didn't I get everything set up to craft a ton of antibiotics? I just need to bring nitrate over here. I've got 41 moldy bread. I'll do that when I get back. This game make you think? Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Bandages. Bandages. Repair kits. Gas for days. Good. Might as well refuel. Get that topped off now. We have food and water on us. I think we're good. Yeah. First thing you do, dig a hole into the ground, gather up a ton of stone, and build a ginormous concrete base. Ugh, jump! I really do have to move those things. Better start punching grass and gathering stones. Yeah, exactly. That should be about right. Make yourself some grass clothing, because of course you're going to be running around naked. Just like out there with absolutely no clothes or anything. But you'll have a torch. Inexplicably, you'll have a torch. Oh, man, my armor is messed up. I just fell off my entrance. Yeah, get yourself a mini bike. Yeah, I just noticed that my armor was like in shreds, and that's kind of an issue. Oops. I need to go fix that. Here, I thought I was getting out of the base. All the dogs. Yeah. Man, if zombie dogs were real, I'd just give up. I'd just like, alright, whatever. There's no hope. There are zombie dogs. It's all over. It's like, which one do I use? I forgot I had these down here as well. Hopefully that's close enough. 90%, good enough. Same with that. It's got to be even higher though. Yep, 91. Good times. $87. Close enough. we're just everything's fine. Yeah, it's all good. Zero dog snaps. Yeah, there's no way to stop it. Because they can't feel anything, so no matter what you do, they're just gonna keep coming. Yeah, I don't want to think about that. That's zombie dogs in real life. Not cool with that. Anyway you go, it's not gonna be good. But I am stoked to kind of have sorted out what I want to do here. I know I need to fix the other catwalk on the other side, but kind of know what I want here. I think that works out alright. It looks different, yeah. Oop! There are trees. I'm trying to reach out and I'm running into everything. What time is it? It's the trader doesn't open for a while yet. But I do need to stop by there because I don't remember when my vending machine runs out. I haven't been by the trader in a while. So need to go check it, make sure I get all my monies. That bear is still just like hanging out. The bear, I think, is just stuck in that cave there. It's like every time I drive by, I hear one. Oh, geez, there's another one. All right, there are two bears, and I just fell. No, I just fell in the cave. Can we save this? Can we save this? We can save this. We're good. Let's get out of here. I might be bleeding out, but we're good. I'm not even sure how that worked out. Oh, and the battery dies? Yeah. I have had that happen as well, and just kind of like, why isn't it working? Alright. Alright, well, we barely escaped with our lives. Now, they didn't do too much damage, and the bleeding would have stopped, you know, before I was in danger of dying. But yeah, I didn't realize there were two bears there. Hey, Handsome Dan. Yes, I'm in, got into the, ah, yes, I have driven into water. Wait, you did what? Have to save the bike by removing the water? You should just be able to take the mini bike apart. I mean, that's what I normally do is like I'll just take the mini bike apart and then rebuild it outside of the water, I guess. It's no fun when you have like an inventory full of stuff, but it definitely works. That was honestly a tip given to me by a someone in chat, like when I was just starting out. I hit the water, and I didn't have enough space for all the stuff in the bike as well as the stuff I was carrying. It's like, just build a chest. Totally saved me. Oh, yeah, if you just like build a chest next to it, just like some random wooden chest, you can dump all your stuff in there and then pick up everything from the mini bike and then build it somewhere you can drive off from. Alright. See, I never thought that I would be making this many trips over to this desert mine. And so I kept putting off making that bridge that I have talked about many a times. It's like, no, I'm not going to need to go back out there again. And always, I find myself driving back out here saying how I wish I had a bridge to save me time in this drive. So, you know, if I had built that thing like, I don't know, 150 days ago, that would have been great. Oh, okay, I see. So you just kind of like dug the water out of there and then like filled it in with blocks around the mini bike? It sounds like it worked. Might have taken a while, but as long as it worked, it did its, you got the job done. Ugh. Oh, the switch back and forth between the games? Yeah, that can be a little bit awkward. Just because even though they're both first-person shooters, it's like they handle differently. And it's like I play Call of Duty as well, and uh, it's nowhere near as noticeable, like between Borderlands and Call of Duty as it is, like 7 Days and Borderlands or Call of Duty. I guess that makes sense, but the aiming in this game is just so weird. But, I mean, it's not bad. I don't do a whole lot of zombie shooting and running around on here. If I had the game on always run like I used to, yeah, there's a lot more of that. It's also really irritating when working on a large project. Anticipating the slide? Yeah. Yeah, kind of just have to be prepared to know that, like, once you let go of the stick, you're still gonna slide for a bit. And yeah, landmines are no fun. I remember when they first put landmines just like randomly throughout the wasteland. I was not happy. And just like I was on an exploration mission and just was super far from my base. Just jumped down in there, or it was basically just like running across, or I mean driving across on the mini bike, and just had a little bit of the wasteland to go through, and I found a landmine. I was fairly upset. Yeah, bags out there because of the landmines. That'll happen. It's super easy to do. Oh, the snow biome around military camps? Yeah. If I see a military camp, I generally just avoid it. Like, I don't think the loot is good enough to warrant me stopping in and picking at it. Like, you might find some stuff, but I wouldn't really count on finding anything too amazing. Snow is just annoying in the fact that it covers everything up. I mean, but it's a really cool effect. Like, I honestly think, you know, as long as it's not really messing with me, the effect of the, basically the surface level coming up when it starts snowing is really cool. Compulsive disorder. But yeah, that is true. If you have it recorded on the PlayStation, you could look at it. One thing I've never found out is if there's a time limit on the backpacks. Because I've died, and then when I went to go get my bag, I died trying to get it. Just kind of ran out there unprepared a bit. But I was able to go back and get both bags. Like, the marker disappears, but I was actually able to go back and get both bags. Oops. That was a waste. And, like, people have mentioned that there was a time limit on it, but I've never run into an issue with it. Right on. See you in a bit. So I haven't really gotten any sand at all, I don't think. It's been mostly like iron, lead, oil shale. There's like no sand in here. I guess if I were to really get after it for some sand, I would just go clear off like the top layer or two from the surface. Just like mark off a big area, clear it all out. Set myself up a sand mine. I have to repair this thing here pretty soon. The resources are starting to let up. I say as I run into like an iron vein. Yeah, not very much sand yet. So I'm guessing that what we get here today will probably just be enough to get us going, like producing concrete while I start working on the next section. That's gonna be about it. I guess I could just dig around all the iron and everything, but I need that too. Because I decided to put catwalks around the top of the base. Success! I'll only need several thousand forged iron to do so. That's alright. Once this base is done, I will be satisfied with having completed the project to, like, you know, a pretty reasonable standard. There are definitely things that I think I should do more of, but once I get everything built up, all the concrete finished out, we're gonna call it. Hold on, I appreciate that. Thank you, Dan. There's a lot of it. I'm surprised sometimes when I start looking over it and just realizing how many hours of video there are. Like this series, like every single, you know, day is on there. We're on day 298 on 50-minute days, and everything is on there. Like, I just love playing this game. And I really enjoy streaming it as well. Although when I'm streaming, I do feel kind of bad about, you know, days like today where I'm just like, alright, I gotta gather up a ton of resources. Like, when I'm playing by myself, though, I don't really care. I mean, I can spend a significant amount of time down here. Thank you. I mean, I'll try. It's a lot of just, really, it's just a lot of trial and error. And I get, like, a lot of knowledge I gain from watching other people as well. Which kind of like having a basic understanding of structural integrity, building and stuff like that. I don't know, how to utilize your resources and whatnot. Got a lot of that from watching other people. Oh my gosh, there's so much iron. That looks pretty cool though. See, this space is just so large down here. It would be pretty fun to put some buildings and things down here. Could build like a little town. It just makes me think of Ghost Town in Call of Duty. If anyone, like, I think it was Black Ops 2, they had that zombies map, Ghost Town. And in the Blackout map right now, they have it as a section of the map. Yeah, it's basically like a big sinkhole in like the desert area, and there's just like a town down in there. Like, I thought it would be kind of fun to like recreate that here on 7 Days. We definitely got the zombies. Just bring them on in. Oh my gosh. I just kind of cut out the center. I didn't go around and do the edges. I do try to mine it in like a uniform fashion. Just kind of keep things smooth. Like I make a lot of, I don't know, excessive holes when I'm digging in the sand like this, but yeah, as uniform as I can. Watch videos to gameplay ratio is about 2 to 1. Oh man. I don't know, I definitely watched a lot of videos when I first started. And there are definitely some 7 Days to Die streamers that I still go and watch. It's just not as much anymore. There are some people that are kind of like coming back to the game after having been gone for a while, so I think that's pretty cool. And where does this thing go? I have watched a little bit of Skippy's content, but honestly not a whole lot. Honestly, I think Grand Spartan was the one I watched the most of. But I did, I don't know, I used to hop around into a lot of the, like, you know, PlayStation 4 streamers for 7 Days to Die. Just kind of like, if you're familiar with Mr. Crow and stuff like that, like, he kind of worked a lot with the community for, like, you know, smaller streamers who stream 7 Days to Die. And so, like, a lot of the people associated with him, ones that he would just, like, recommend, which he did all the time. It was cool. It was cool just, like, getting around and, like, checking out all of the smaller streamers, giving them some support as well. Oh my gosh. Another repair, you say? You just started watching Spartan a few months back? Yeah, he had an Alpha 15 series that he did, and honestly, his Alpha 15 PC version, excuse me, is pretty close to what we have here on console. You know, it's not exact because it's a PC. There aren't, like, you know, equivalencies and alphas between console and PC. But, yeah, his Alpha 15 series I watched through, and it taught me a lot about playing the game because he built a ton of different bases in that series. In between Skippy and Cap. Yeah, I should check out some more of their stuff, because it's just like, it's a different pool of ideas. Everyone plays the game differently. It's kind of cool to see what other people do with their games. I mean, because this is a game where you can basically do anything. You know, like you're limited by, you know, materials and like the shapes you have available, but beyond that, like, you can do so much with this game. How far back does this go? See, that's why I like my my stone mine that I have right now. It's all very orderly. It's just like a 40 by 40 square underground. There are all these little, like, pockets that go into the corners here. And just kind of lead all over the place. But it's just like, it's my fault, in a way. You know, I was just following the resources, but I did kind of make this mine like a complete mess. That's alright. That's what it's there for. Just kind of getting all the resources we can out of this. Stuck him in the forge. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it is super fun to watch other people play. And like right now I'm playing with my roommate who's never played before. And like he played, you know, Minecraft back in the day and stuff like that. But this is kind of his first time getting a chance to play 7 Days to Die and just kind of build and do things like that. As far as I can tell, he's enjoying himself quite a bit. Just kind of seeing all that you can do with this game. It was a lot of fun. And that's kind of why I'm getting, you know, I'm getting the urge to, you know, build something new and different. I've been working on this base for so long. This is the largest project I've ever worked on, and it definitely shows. Especially since I don't do anything off stream. Like, I've worked on pretty large projects before, but I would get, you know, a lot of the more boring work done, including like mining and stuff like that off stream. And the stream would be just about like building the base, pretty much. It's ruined a lot of games for you. Yeah. Games where you don't have the freedom to do what you want. What really gets me is when I get into a game and like there's something obstructing my path and I can't just break it. It's like, what do you mean? I should be able to like, you know, knock this down or tear it up or whatever needs to be done. And just take out the auger and, you know, take it out. No worries. Or in games as well where you have like just like a partial amount of destructive capabilities, so you can only destroy certain things but not others. Oh man. But yeah, that's one thing I think is really cool about... Oh jeez. Uh-oh. Oops. I was not paying attention, I was looking at chat. Yeah, if this is 7 days, I could do this, that, and the other. Where was it? Oh man. So that was my support to the roof. I need to actually I should be doing this the other way. Let me do this. Because then this stack is actually gonna go back to supporting the roof. Oh no, this is actually my entrance. I can't believe how far I've dug down on this. No augering and texting. Yeah, it's not generally thought of as being safe. Alright, there we go. All is well. Oop. Yeah, I just need to get better at gaming and reading chat. Alright. But yeah, that entrance is where this mine started so many days ago. It was such a small mine then. But really, it's just very dense with resources. It's like, really, it seems like this is probably the best place to find iron. There is so much iron down here. I mean, look at that. We have just over 4 stacks of iron already. And I found more iron in this mine than most things. Do I prefer the full Monty? Yeah, like as far as the videos go, I've always just kind of done, I don't know, just like put the stream up there as it is. But maybe I could do that. Because that was one thing, like, I used to do all of that, like, I didn't really have to cut it out, it was just like I didn't stream a lot of this stuff. It's like, if I have it in the video, I mean, people can just totally skip through it. But I wonder what it would be like just having, oh, you can see through the world there. Don't like, fall through that. But, oh, actually, we're pretty close to bedrock, because those frames stop at bedrock. I should probably stop looking at the, glitches in the game. Oh man, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, but as far as like the videos go, like I used to do this stuff just off stream, so maybe I could do that. Maybe I could just stream the whole thing and then edit all of this stuff out and just release much shorter videos. But all my content, this is all my content. Right on. Yeah, I like, I don't mind the grind either. You know, if I'm watching other people, just because I know it's something that has to be done. And just kind of getting a real perspective on what it takes to get there, you know? When you see all the work that someone has to do outside of just like building a cool base, just like everything that goes into it, I think it gives me a better appreciation of it. Christine appreciates the devs, of course. Welcome, Christine. Well, I do try to give some pointers. There's still a lot that I don't know, but there are a few things that I do. Wow. I'm kind of thinking that we have some zombies around here that are causing this to glitch out like that. That's kind of scary. Where are we? Yeah, this mine is a mess. This mine is an absolute mess. But I will definitely have enough lead to make all the glass I'll ever need. Oh my gosh. I can only think of one more building. It's just like making like a copy of the building I just made on the opposite side of the Horde defense. That should be the last time I have to make glass for anything. Unless, of course, we come back to our base and, like, something has collapsed again, right? Luckily, that hasn't happened in a long time. Oh my gosh. I don't even need this iron as much. I'm just sitting here, like, wailing away at it. There's so much iron. But we do need more catwalks, right? So I may end up needing this iron after all. But then people will be able to walk around the entirety of the base, drive around mini bikes. Is that why I've been seeing so many people on Exiles? I didn't realize it was free this month. I really don't know anything about the game. I haven't seen any gameplay of it, but I've been seeing a lot of people playing that game recently on the friends list and stuff. What kind of game is it, anyway? Look at all these resources. Even though I really don't need them, I can't just leave them. Look at them! They're everywhere! This is how the cave, or the desert mine keeps getting larger and larger. Whoa, 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 whoa. Play it, it's fun. The game is free, but the DLC is what is selling. Okay, okay. Interesting. I guess that's not a bad way to get people to buy into your game. It's like, you know, play it, see if you like it, and if you do, we have some additional DLC that you can pay for so that we can afford to keep making the game. It's a pretty good strategy. Oh, that's frustrating. So you just got it, but then it's like, the game's free right now. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I mean, if it's a free game, why not, right? Just have to tear myself away from 70s, and Borderlands, and Call of Duty, and... I guess I don't play like a ton of different games, I just play the games that I have a lot. It's like, yeah, with this game, my gosh, you can put thousands of hours into it and there's still more to learn and do and different ways to play the game. The replay value on this game is immensely high. Oh yeah. So it's pretty, so they do have like survival and crafting. But it's just, it's not quite 7 days, huh? This game is very unique. I can't really think of many other games like this. Alright, my gosh, I've been down here for a while. I think it's about time. Possibly head back. I don't know, though. I've gotten so many other resources. It's like, that's not a whole lot. I mean, I guess it's not bad. Like, we do have, like, 18,000 sand. Maybe I'll just go ahead and call it after I finish this layer out. And I think this is the last little section. It's at least enough to get started on the concrete we're about to need. And I think we have about 10 or 11,000 already. We'll be alright. then it's like, as I'm digging up the new areas to then be concreted, I'll be getting more sand. I just needed something to get the production process going. I don't have anything right now. Okay. Let's take a peek. Not too bad. We're going to be driving back just as the trader's closing down. Alright. It's not too bad. Took out one more layer. But we're getting pretty close to bedrock here. We're at negative 48, so not much further to go. It's so dark in here, I can't see. Is that my entrance? I should put a couple of torches up there, I think. Alright. Jump. So many jumps. There we go. It's 10 o'clock. I guess we could just like kill time until the trader opens. Can't really think of anything else that I need though. Jump! Jump! Dude, kind of is like, it feels like my character's leg is broken or something. He's just having a hard time jumping. Yeah, way more iron than I thought I was going to be getting. Not too bad. The stone is nice. Imagine nerd pulling in real life. Yeah. Yeah, I was just kind of thinking about that. It'd be interesting if you could get the object you were throwing down to just stay in place when you did so. Maybe like some strong magnets of some sort. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to carry very many on you. Like, if you just like hold some frames in your hands, maybe get like 3. You wouldn't be able to make a very high pull, that's for sure. Yeah, you just need one of those infinite backpacks. A bag of holding, as it were. Alright, I think I'm too far north. I'll let this load in real quick. Pretty sure I'm going to run into the water. I think I just need to head more east. Oh, big rock. We're juggling lawn chairs. Oh yeah. Okay, now we're good. Oh yeah, that would be interesting to see if you could do something like that. You could have someone like throw you the blocks. Just toss them up to you as you need them. Oh no. Alright, so we're good on sand for a little bit. We should have, I think we've only got about 14,000 cement. We can't even use all of the sand right now, but we'll just use up what we can. Get it all crafting. I'm not sure if I should go mining first. Oh, did I miss it? Or have I not gotten there yet? Oh, there it is. 10 more years we'll be able to 3D print them. That'd be cool. Super cool. But yeah, I'm not sure if I should go mining first or just start getting to work. Because I need the sand from that area. I could just like produce concrete and go from there. But even though we do have some stone back at the base, it's not going to last very long. It's a bee. They never do anything. Yeah, the bee, like that's definitely one of the enemies that I would look forward to in the update changes. Getting the vultures instead. Like, I'm sure they wouldn't be fun to encounter early game, but or at least get something useful. Oops. No driving and texting either, apparently. Do you entertain singularity type talk? I'm not sure what you mean, singularity type talk. Oops, I should probably drive to a marker. Just marking out my bridge. Which, by the way, is like the most glorious bridge you will ever see. Oh, and AI merges? I can get down with that. It will be interesting to see what happens with AI in the near future. Let's see. Nope. Now, all I have to do is avoid the caves on the way back. I still don't know how I got lucky and just drove out of that last one. I was able to, like, skim right past the wall, or right along the wall and drive out. But if that bear fell in the cave, there's gonna be 2 bears just hanging out down there. That's not good. I mean, I guess I just avoid the area, but at the same time, if I do happen to fall in, it's not gonna be fun. It's not like I have exploding bolts on me anymore. Oh, you've had that happen? Falling into the cave with a bear? Yes, I have had that happen as well. It's a very, awakening experience. Alright. We made it back. And luckily we have 4 cement mixers. I believe I'll be using them all. Anything in the mini bag? Nope. Ooh. Definitely getting some lag. Some frame loss or whatever. Nice. Still not doing too bad. you get the 7 days to die fix. Sometimes just from watching. Yeah, I kind of did that some myself. Spent a lot of time watching it. I mean, you kind of have to divide your time, right? You can't, just only play this game and watch it. I mean, I guess you could just play this game and watch other people play all the time, but it seems like it's one or the other. Well, cool. My auger is broke. Let's fix that. Nearly another 1,000. Alright. So nearly 15,000. So what? 3.5 per cement mixer? Oh no! Don't leave your auger anywhere. That's a terrible idea. It's also very scary. You gotta go get it. So I have a little bit of cement left. Like 941 cement. This is not bad. This will get us 14,000 concrete going right now. I didn't even check the timer on that. How far, or how long is that going to take? 43 minutes. So you're really glad that I have all of these cement mixers now. Alright, so we're out of stone. We're out of sand. We're making more cement, but we can't even make more concrete. Ooh, we're getting a lot of frame loss in that direction. I wonder if I have a wandering horde coming through. Let's go check. Just kind of deal with that real quick. Because I want to be able to run my forges. And I just have a bunch of zombies hanging around. Oof. Oh, geez, I have a broken window right there. What's up with that? Alright, yeah. I mean, I know what's up with that. It's probably me shooting them. It's like on Horde night, I'm all running around the base. Guns firing all over the place. Oh, I saw the gas pump, the top of the gas pump there. It looked like there's another broken window. Okay, so I got like 55 of these in the base. So we're not doing too bad. And then you got 150 glass blocks. Constantly leave stuff behind the other bases. Okay, well that makes sense. If you're moving around so much, yeah, that totally makes sense that it would be easy to do that. There we go. Good as new. That's pretty interesting. Playing on the 2-hour days and just getting a ton of building done. That was one thing. The last playthrough, or the last save file I had for this, I was doing a lot of base building. So this time I've spent all of my time on this one structure. And it's big, it's impressive, it's fun, great. But I really enjoyed getting to make a lot of different bases. Just coming up with, different ideas. Some of them very similar in nature, but I'm just kind of like testing new things out, seeing how things work. Probably more looting. Yeah, the looting's fun. I kind of wish there was more to it. And it's still getting a lot of frame loss in that area. I don't like that. But yeah, it is a lot of fun. So we've got that. Did we make more gas before we left? We did not. But because I am out of stone, I am actually going to go mine for a bit. Oops. It's like I could just hold off. Go do it another time, but the idea for the stream today is just to kind of get caught up. Like I've been falling behind for a long time on resources. And right now I'm pretty much like out of stone and sand again, so... sand I'm about to get from the surface. Stone I cannot do that with, so... Oh, game, please don't crash. So I need to go gather some of that up. Excuse me. But first, it's been about a day since I've eaten. No, I wasn't that thirsty. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel ya. There was a time when I had so much stone, like, a ridiculously excessive amount of stone. And I ended up crushing some to make sand, but I felt really bad about it. Oh my gosh, don't crash on me. Why is this game struggling so hard right now? I think there are just like some significant issues in this save file, which is very, very unfortunate. Alright. Hey, the trader's open though. Roll through there real quick just to check on it. Alright. Hopefully, and there's only 2 of them, but hopefully this was kind of the cause of all of that lag, is this trying to spawn in. Not the right direction. Anyone else? Hey, that's good stuff. Vitamins and antibiotics. Oil and moldy bread, my gosh. No, I dropped this out. I don't feel like waiting for this to despawn. Oh, and I just realized our wellness is at 249. One more point and we are finally at max health. Congrats, us. We've nearly made it. I mean, all that goldenrod and meat stew get you going pretty well. Yeah, yeah, that is. It takes a long time. Like, um, when I first started playing this game, I spent so much time on the wiki page, just like reading about all of the different items. Figuring out how structural integrity worked was a huge one. But yeah, I spent a lot of time on the 7 Days to Die wiki page. Oh, come on, go. Just to learn how things worked. And in the official forums as well for like console have been really helpful. Seems like things have died down there in a bit. I haven't been over there in a while, but definitely pretty helpful information for console players on there. Alright, Trader Man. It's been a while since I've been here. I hope that you have the goods.
We have great prices.
Great prices. Look, 2 chainsaws. This is why I always get bartering up early on in the game. Try to like push for that as quick as I can. Extra mining helmets. Nothing that I really need though. Bookcase. Oh, I didn't bring my money in. Oops. Okay. That's really about it. I might buy... I'm not gonna buy the bookcase. I might buy a filing cabinet, because I don't think you can make those, oddly enough. I'll be back. Just a minute. I just need some money, brother. Which we have $0, and then we back out, and we enter, and then we have $10,000. Oh man, almost all my stuff's sold. It's been so long since I've been here, that everything is almost sold off. That's fantastic. I need to bring more loot. So we're good till 327, so we definitely have a while. Alright, I'm back.
You need assistance?
Give me the furnishings that I desire. Bookcase in your filing cabinet. And a small trash bin.
Great doing business with you.
Great doing business with you as well, sir. Let's go. More stuff for decorations. I think I already have some small trash bins that I haven't used them. I should probably do that. And we're off! So not too bad. Like, nearly 30 days until we need to redo our vending machine. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad way to go about it. We'll definitely have some good stuff in there. I have tended to spam craft tools pretty early on. Oh, do I have repair kits? 38. Alright, we're good. Just to get something decent to work with at the beginning of the game. But pretty much as soon as I get an auger, I'm done with that. That's why my tool crafting skill right now is pretty awful. Not gonna lie. I guess we can look at it. Toolsmithing, 53. You know, and I'm nearly on day 300, and my toolsmithing is only level 53, so, yeah, that needs some work. So what am I doing with this? Am I planning... Okay, so that goes all the way down to bedrock. So this is going to be my exit, where I, like, you know, I guess nerd pull my way up. Alright. Did we leave off with the center complete? We did. See, this is so much more orderly. than the other mine. It's just like a big square. It's fantastic. It's the best for mining. Oh, I should have lit my iron forges again, so I could have those running. That was unfortunate, my bad. Should have kept the iron, or forged iron production going. I need a mountain of that stuff. Yeah, tool smithing does fall by the wayside. Yeah, and honestly, like, it's pretty easy to get your bartering up. You know, even if you're just finding a whole bunch of paper, you can just take it in there and sell them stacks of paper to get your bartering up. Yeah, like, if you come across the poppin' pills, you're set. So many just, like, pills that you can sell. Yeah, like, the painkillers, the blood draw kits, the, you know, extra beakers, like, man, poppin' pills are fantastic for bartering. Poppin' pills and crack-a-book will get you going. However, looting doesn't make up for you at times. Yeah, one thing that I've been thinking about is going the opposite direction with that. Because I've been thinking for like the next series that I do, possibly, I want to build like, you know, an old Western style town, right? And pretty much entirely done out of like wood and some brick, you know. But it would also make it more of like a themed playthrough if I were to just use like, you know, no power tools, limit the weapons, like maybe shotguns, revolvers, like a hunting rifle, you know, just like basic weapons. I mean, I know the revolver is actually one of like the stronger weapons in the game. They were available at that time, whereas like, you know, a 9mm semi-auto pistol was not available. But yeah, for that, I would just be like, you know, my tools would be amazing. They would all be maxed out 600s. Because I'd have no choice. Oh, but that would also mean no, what's it called? No mini bike. Which would be very sad. Like, mod yourself? Basically, yeah. Just like playing under different restrictions. It's just interesting to be able to play the game in different ways. And like not being able to rely on concrete, right? So you'd still have to use the Horde defense. I don't know if I'd restrict myself in materials. But if I didn't use motorized tools, that means no cement mixer. Which means I couldn't make concrete. Some water there. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. I hadn't thought about that until just now. So no motorized tools at all. No cement mixer, which would make, you know, the crafting of fertilizer very difficult. I think, I need to repair this, is what I think. Yeah. Yammer, no, I'm not paying attention. But, I think the chem station, the workbench would be fine. I think would kind of fit and have their place. It'd be interesting if you had more access to that stuff. Oh, like being able to mod the console version of the game? Is what you're saying? Yeah, if we could do some of that stuff, that would be amazing. The ability to make different things. I would definitely give this auger a greater fuel capacity. Those are just like some of the simple edits that I had seen Spartan do on his save file at some point. Just like increased auger capacity, increased stack size for certain items, so you could just carry more of them. You know, you didn't go completely off the wall with it, but some of that stuff would just, you know, 200 gas doesn't take very long to burn out in this. So let's say if you had like, you know, 1,000 gas you could put in here. Kind of like how the mini bike, the better the engine, the more gas it can hold. That would be amazing. Yeah, that would be extremely helpful. One of the things that I really look forward to is just like more block types. And that's something else. It's like I've never built an entire structure out of wood, and so I don't even really know what all wood shapes that we have to work with. I'm gonna have a pretty good idea, but it's like you really don't understand how everything works until you start getting into like all the different ways to use the shapes and what will and won't work with that. But yeah, it's just like learning that some of the wooden frames that you make, when you upgrade them to the second tier, they turn into like shingles, you know, like roof shingles, rather than just like an upgraded wood block. Mess around with it like that and seeing what you can actually do with it, because not everything upgrades the same. They have completely different like images and textures associated with them when you upgrade them. Iron is everywhere. I remember when I first started playing, like I had a mine set up for all resource types. I had one for like, you know, lead, coal, nitrate, all that stuff. And I would always have one for set up for iron as well. And it's like, as I got to playing more and more, I'm just like, you find iron everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter what biome you're in, what resources you're looking for, you will find iron. Yeah, definitely don't set up iron mines anymore. Advancement, no. Horse and carriage isn't. Yeah? Yeah, that's true. Gas-powered items are on their way out. Oh, is that it? I went straight across now. Cool. It's just gonna need. But that would be cool if they had horses and you could like actually have animals in this game. Like being able to like have a chicken coop would be amazing. Just to have a constant supply of eggs and feathers would be awesome. I think there's a mod that did add that in, like starvation mod or something like that. But yeah, that would be amazing. just have a horse so I could ride instead of a mini bike. That would be super neat. But yeah, being able to actually have like a farm. Like, I enjoy the gardening aspect, that's cool. But I would also like to raise some like pigs and chickens and stuff like that. Like, that would be so advantageous early game. Like, if you manage to capture a pig and, you know, bring it back with you, start your own little pig farm. Like, although I do enjoy the hunting. The hunting is kind of fun, like getting out and just traveling around. It's a good time. At the same time, being able to start your own farm early on would be really cool. Yeah, and I know that there's a PC mod where they added that stuff in. I just can't remember what it is, because of course, you know, I've never played it. Something like that would be super cool on 7 days. It'd probably suck, like, you'd probably have to, like, watch out for zombies coming in and eating your animals, your livestock. Have to build, like, a special base just to keep your livestock safe. A big pit around it or something. A bunch of spikes. There's honestly a lot you could really do with that. Because if the zombies just smelled it, you know, like when you're carrying raw meat on you, and like they were actually attracted to it, you'd have to find like really creative ways to protect your livestock. Yeah, definitely need a pretty stout PC to play 17. Maybe not super stout just to play, but I wish I could play, well, it's like if I want to get the PC version, I want to be able to stream it as well, so I'd have to get PC enough to be able to game and stream. That costs a lot of monies. But I might start looking at, possibly just like pricing some things out, start buying it piece by piece, you know? I'm not gonna be able to afford to just like go in there and like buy, you know, a complete PC. But also give me the experience of learning how to put one together. I've never done that. But that would be the real way. 'Cause I think what they've done with the Alpha 17 has been pretty awesome. There's still a lot that I don't know about it. I haven't seen a ton of video of it, but just looking at like their skill trees and how those systems work, I'm pretty excited about potentially playing it. Oh yeah, for your decent frames. Yeah, for sure. They really did a lot to the game as far as graphics and improvement of like terrain and things like that. Just the way that, you know, loading distant terrain and everything works now. Although they did take a bit of the strain off of your PC from removing core blocks, or by removing core blocks, I guess. Something called a console killer for 400 bucks. It's just like a PC just for gaming type of thing. They're just streamlined in that way. That's the thing, is like once you get the PC, you can pretty much do anything with it. It's a list of budget builds that update monthly. Interesting. Might be worth looking into. It's like the only thing that would, like, I would still keep my PlayStation for sure. Like, I just gotta, you know, people that I can game with on here. And if I got PC, like, I wouldn't be able to game with my friends. Which is why cross-compatibility is needed on all things. Cross-platform compatibility, I mean. But yeah, it would be a ton of fun to get at Alpha 17. Because, like, the base that I have now, like, it would be completely useless. From what I've heard about the AI and the zombies and stuff, the base I have right now would have already been torn down, most likely. It's like, that excites me. Just, like, the idea that the zombies are a lot smarter, their pathing is much better, apparently they can jump pretty high now, which is fine, because that stops them from getting stuck and hung up on things and getting those infinite jumping loops, which is really awkward. But yeah, just like their ability to like overcome just the designs and ideas that you come up with more easily is exciting. So right now it doesn't take anything. Like when me and my roommate were playing, we were getting to our first 7-day Horde. I just like threw up a wooden structure. That's basically like the Horde defense that I have now, just a very, very small version of it. Just like threw it up, you know, wooden pillars, you know, totally safe. Made it through the Horde, no worries. It'd be interesting to see what the improved AI can do. Oh, you don't think you're as good at keyboard and mouse? Well, it's, I'd say it's just like anything. If you practice at it for a while, I'm sure you'd be just fine. It's like getting so used to playing console. Like, I played with a controller for years and years now. I can't remember the last time I played a game with keyboard and mouse. You know, that wasn't like a turn-based game or something like that, you know? So, I mean, it would be very interesting to get used to, but we'd sort it out. We would adapt. I think building on PC would be a heck of a lot easier. Because, like, building on here, when you're trying to, like, just put the blocks down in a certain way. Like when I was messing with the railing. Like, oh my gosh, trying to do the railing on console is nearly impossible. Because you still have that, like, you, like, just touch the stick barely, move it over, and then, like, you slide for a bit. I don't know. I just think the accuracy of the mouse would be immensely beneficial in all of the building that we do on here. But yeah, it would be like completely different. I mean, because like right now, you know, my controller's just like, and my hand's hanging out in my lap, right? And it's like if I had keyboard and mouse, like I'd be sitting up over my desk. So even simple stuff like that would be entirely different, like adjusting to a different posture and the way that you interface with the gaming system, right? Have so many buttons available, which is awesome. So you can set up a ton of stuff. I wonder what their options are like for key binding on PC. Alright, we're getting down there. section of the mine. It's almost done. We've got a full layer taken out. It's pretty good amount. And most of it's been stone. Like, unlike going out to the desert, and having like some sand mixed in with a mountain of resources, this one so far has been mostly stone. Exactly what I need. Have you seen the price on those chairs? Oh, like a gaming chair? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really looked into them. I got like a, somewhat nice office chair from like IKEA. I've been using that for a while. But I'm sure they get up there in price real quick. I was watching, I was watching Shroud play Apex the other day, and some people in his chat were talking about, he had like a $1,500 chair or something like that. Like, that's nuts. That'd be like how much I would be looking to spend on the entire computer that I would want for like gaming and streaming, you know? The entire setup. Like, all I'm saying is it better be like an extremely nice chair. I can imagine. It's like with anything. There's always going to be like some super fancy version of a something that costs like a ridiculous sum of money. Wow, this has some special feature and or color associated with it. Isn't that awesome? Pay us the extra bucks. I just need it to work. Although the chair that I have could use some more lumbar support, I'm telling you that. You're just about to say that? Oh man. As long as the thing works. Like, I do understand there is a certain price point, right? There's a certain point where, like, you pay for what you get type of scenario. Or you get what you pay for, if I say that right. But, after... Like, you can't take that too far. Like, after a certain point, it's just too much. Alright, we're almost done down here. It looks like I've been streaming long enough for there to be all kinds of fog. You can't see anything anymore. Maybe not, I didn't think I've been on that long. I've been on for about 2 hours, maybe? I should look at that. We did have that weird crash, though. I don't know what's up with that. I really hope it's not an issue with this save file. Which I've been kind of leaning more and more towards that feeling that I believe there are some... it just feels like there's some like irreparable damage done to the save file in certain areas. Like, why is it every time I look to the southwest, my game, like, from my base, I lose frames, right? Like, that's really weird. I've just been getting more frequent crashes. Which still is, like, not a ton, but... it's starting to worry me. Turn on a few things at the base, a few forges and stuff like that. Seems to have a pretty high risk of it happening. So I really just want to finish this base out. That's why I'm focusing so much on gathering resources today. It's like, I just want to get this thing finished out. before anything happens. Seven. I believe this is just one layer. I don't think there was anything left last time. The last layer I did. So have kind of a good read on how much each layer will net us in stone. Of course, it'll depend on like the variability of like little resource pockets, like with sand and iron and all that stuff. But yeah, we're done. Let me see. Our exit should be to the east. Yeah. That doesn't look right. There. It looks right now. That's not too bad. We got 2, 4, 6. A little more than 6 stacks of stone. Oh, I forget how new this mine is. How have I been doing this? This one is slightly different than the rest of mine. Yep. Totally just do that in front of me. Just hit 10 o'clock. Alright. Back to the base. Remember to drop my monies off on the way in. Kind of surprised to check the trader and see all of my stuff gone. I need to make a trip out there and drop some more stuff off. I'm not sure if they have the material underneath them, the ones that you find on those. I do know that, like, those gravel sections that you find on the surface, if whatever you dig out with the sand and stone from there, that's usually underneath. But I don't know if it's the same with, like, surface ores. I don't think so. But there's so much ore in the ground, like, I'm sure you would run into some of it at some point. But I know, yeah, the best way to check out what's underneath is those little gravel surfaces that you find. Mini bikes, I'm doing a lot of driving. I need to fuel it up. What do I have down here? This chest gets full of random junk a lot of times. Oh, man. Oh, cool, I have more forged iron down here. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with that some other time. We're just gonna go in our base. And there's a wall. No worries, we got this. Driving, no problem. And I did forget to drop off the money. Oh my gosh. Seems like a lot. Yeah, this stuff is almost gone already. Not like terrible. We have 6 stacks of stone. It's only good for about 18,000 concrete though, if that's all I use it for. Okay. Are we on clay in here? 12,000? That's fine. Definitely don't go through a ton of clay. Alrighty. Just trying to get all these loaded up and good to go. I can go work outside and not have to worry about these for a while. Get this started. Alright. These, I believe, should be done. So we do have a good amount to get started with here. Sand, not so much. We need to go get that. It's not bad. It's not gonna last long, but it's not bad. Oh my gosh, do we have a full concrete chest again? That's fantastic. It's been a while. Oh, that's a great feeling. It's fantastic. Yeah, I have 5 small trash bins. I haven't used any of them yet. I just keep collecting them, apparently. I'm a trash bin collector. Don't ask me why. Alright, so we got the forges. Concrete's good. Come on. Too bad. 5,500 cement. Alright. Just don't crash on me, game. Do we have gas in here? We do have gas in here. That should pretty much... Well, actually that one gas pump's pretty empty, but it'll get us close to filling it out. Which is, like, excessive. Not entirely necessary, but... It's the theme of the base. Axe. For making for chop. Where's our axe? Oh, I bet I know where it is. Rebar. Rebar. Shouldn't need any ramps. I think we're good. See, like, every time I look down to the southeast, I get a ton of frame loss. That is an issue. It's been an issue in the game for a long time. It's just a very odd one to have. We're good on food and water. We'll have to come back in before we run out. We'll probably get a wandering horde that'll bring us food and water anyway, so not too worried about it. Oh, it's actually full. Old gas pumps are full. Well, I guess I can stop making gas so much now. Let's make some gas barrels out of what we got here. Actually, let's stop that. Let's make 4. Save a little bit of gas in case we need it for something. But while I'm here... There we go. Money for days. Gotta find something to spend it on. Maybe I could just buy a mountain of ammo. It's so dark out here. Okay, cool. We definitely have some rebar going on. That. My axe is out here, good times. That. Should be good. Oh, 4,000 rebar in there. Another 1,000 here. So today, I'm gonna start on this section right here. It's extremely rare that I've played multiplayer, and I've been talking about getting back to a subscriber stream game. I haven't really done that, got caught up in this build. But I did kind of get things set up in this game to let people in. You know, I'm just going to continue working on the base by myself, but I figured having some other people around might be kind of interesting. And just let people kind of get in and like check out the base firsthand. I hope that spacing is right. I think it is. But yeah, I went ahead and like got ready like 3 sets of iron armor. You know, spike club, bows. It's like all at 600. Okay, I think that's all the trees. And I just need to check and be sure that this is 17 out from the base, because I'm concreting up to 16 blocks from, I believe, the furthest pole out. I don't think I've put frames down on this side yet. That should be 17 right there. Yep. So yeah, all around the base, all the way around the base, we're doing 16 blocks out from the furthest support pole. So from here, you know, out to the road there, and that was actually determined by the street. I just kind of like measured how far it was out to the street. I was like, that's a good number. Let's use that. Multiplayer builds, yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. People seem to really enjoy it, and so hopefully I'll get into more of that in the future. Definitely glad I went and got some sand though. There is a ton of clay in this patch. Hey, it's my wandering horde. Oh yeah, I've got these fancy like flaming arrows that you can't see anything with. Just kind of like hope for the best. Kind of aim in that direction. Hope you get them. But really, it only seems like you need to like hurt them, or just like hit them with like one flaming arrow, and that seems to do it. I can't see. It is pretty fun. Okay, I think I'm gonna switch over to regular arrows for a minute. Like, it's pretty interesting, but you know, the aiming is really awkward because you just can't see. I can't hit this one right in front of me. It's impossible. Can't be done. Ugh. Yeah, with the flaming arrows, don't really need headshots. You just kind of like set them on fire and they burn up. Why can I not hit this zombie? I mean, I guess, like, I've been using the crossbow a ton, but your crosshair's your crosshair still, right? Sometimes it looks like it just goes right through them. Hey, some water. I can just get some food off of one of these zombies, and we'll be good to go. No, sham sandwiches do not count. Not the food that I seek. I brought us tons of water. Some honey. I mean, I guess I could eat a jar of honey. But that seems very strange to me. Yeah. Go ahead and drop this stuff off. This has become a building slash like junk chest. The rest I can keep. Alright. Where were we? I don't even think I've made it all the way around. I think I've made like one line. Yeah, then we turned and zombies showed up. Kind of surprised I haven't seen a screamer yet. Oop. Yeah, sometimes like the aiming of the bows can be a little weird. Oh man, this makes me super nervous. Ah, come on, why won't you break? Every time I look to the south, I just get like a ton of frame loss. Oh, there's a screamer right there. And I don't have exploding bolts anymore. So I can't just like blow her up from here. thing is acting super laggy. It's making the digging very difficult. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I do think it's a save file. I think the base is just so large, it's just causing all kinds of issues. So I don't know that I'll ever build a base this large again. You know, if it was more like separated out in like individual structures rather than one big continuous structure, might be alright, I guess. I don't know, like the idea of building a town versus building a complex, you know, where the complex or compound is more of just all connected, town being kind of more spread out individual buildings. I don't know. Just gotta get on that PC life, right? Build all kinds of stuff on there. Have as many lights as I want. That would really get me, just like being able to have a ton of lighting. That would be amazing. I only added a few more, like 4 lights into that southeast building. Yeah, the new one I just built. I don't know if that's what might be causing it, but you know, it's pretty much at my limit for lighting, you know, with all of the tunnels. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the digging is getting worse and worse. It's like getting really hard for me to tell what I've actually hit and haven't. And there's not even like a wandering horde or anything out here. The game is just being really, really buggy right now. I mean, look at that. It's a disaster. You love the wiring aspect? Yeah, I think that's super cool. Just needing to route all of your power. Although I don't know if they ever, like, I thought the solar power was a really, really cool idea, but I don't know if that's something they ever fixed. Like, maybe they did fix it for Alpha 17, but in Alpha 16, I heard they had a lot of issues with trying to run solar power on systems. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely dig to have electricity on console. It's just one of those things, it's like I don't think it can handle it. Man, it's so messed up. It's like I almost need to turn face the north for a little bit before I can continue digging down here. Alright, so we need to save this telephone pole. That's probably just too much, doesn't really matter. But I do need rebar. Good old water mill? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Hydropower. Yeah, that's for sure. It would fit in quite nicely. Very westerny. Stayed 300, huh? pretty sure the Horde is on 301. I'm gonna have to go around and repair a lot of this clay. I'm trying to figure out how I could better find this area out. Apparently the game doesn't like me looking towards the south anymore. This is really bad. Like, I can't get rid of this block. Like, what do you mean, game? Like, what the heck is going on? Is there a wandering horde in? I don't think so. I'm taking out so many extra holes. Like, look at all those stuff. The game just can't deal with it. Like, it can't deal with me looking in that direction. Huh. Outlaws of the Old West. I think somebody that I am subscribed to was playing that the other day. I didn't actually go in and check it out. But if it's like a survival game, like an old Western style survival game, then yeah, I guess that would be kind of what I was talking about. Then I guess we go this way. Turn around. This is really strange. I just gotta finish this thing out, man. I just want to finish this phase. Sure, I broke all of those blocks beneath the blocks I was looking at. No worries. Sure. This is like the worst that I've ever done it, like tearing up the ground like this. I don't know what to do about this. Like, the game just can't handle this anymore. He played for 2 hours and got bored. I haven't played that game. I'm not sure what it's like. Like, I heard a lot of good things about it, but yeah, I personally haven't played it. Okay, just almost fell through the game. That would upset me. If that's how I ended my longest life streak, was like falling through a glitch in the game like that, that would be pretty frustrating. Oh my gosh. I wonder if the... Well, I mean, that's not even loading... Well, I guess it kind of is loading it right now. I was just going to say, like, I wonder if the plants in the garden are all up. I kind of wonder if picking all of those plants might help. It might be something less for the game to try to render in. It's like, look at this. This is awful. Like, what's going on? Yeah, I do have my forges running, but this is excessive even for having all 7 forges running. I've only got 6 of them. Let me go check that real quick. I don't know if it'll make any difference. I know on PC there for a while they were talking about the extra resources necessary to render in all of like the plants and things like that. Alright. Man, everything is so laggy right now. Yeah, I think the base is just getting too large. It's like getting to the point that the game just can't handle it anymore. She summoned 3 spiders? Candlesticks for days. Another screamer. Well, looks like this is what I'm doing for the foreseeable future. The issue with having that many forges running. I do need to be careful that I don't back up too far. I'm going to fall in my own pit. And of course, the feral is stuck in the place I've just been working on. I guess we can try this bow. Get wrecked, feral! Oh, there's another... Oh, it's just a nurse. There we go. What you got, feral? And by the time we're done cleaning this up, we should have another screamer coming over to us. And I already have over 6,000 clay. Man, I gotta start running some of this stuff inside. Either that or I just put up another chest, having one for just items that aren't related to building. Yeah, let's just do that real quick. It's just kind of painful to look into a chest that's just full of every item. Okay, so this would just be like stuff that needs to go back inside. It could be. So it works on like 15 block sections. That's pretty small. And that could be part of it. Okay, so that's nice. That's nice. It's like only building supplies, right? And this is just like a random assortment of junk. I guess this can go over here. Although there's many holes as I'm digging up over there, I might need some more of that. Oh yeah, I guess I can take the mini bike. Oh my goodness. I was trying to make it up there on the angle that I had, and that was a bad idea. Thought we could do it. There we go. Oops. And I'm just running in to check the garden. See if I can clear that out, and see if that'll make any difference. It's kind of bad, though, if that's what's causing it to be all laggy. Think about putting... Oops, knocking over my water. Luckily, it has a lid. Huh. That could be pretty interesting. Just have all of these like little stashes around. Oh man. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick all of this and see what we're... Oh, it's not even all ready. What do you mean, dude? Hopefully that stuff... Why is it just this side? It's like this whole row. Well, I guess there was like one in the corner that had grown, but... It's kind of weird that that many would not have grown. There's a lot of aloe, my gosh. Let's go ahead and make up another 45 of these before I forget. Yep, just click on the center, thank you. Oh, 11 seconds. Like, I could understand a bit more if I had planted them that way, but I planted each section, you know, entirely before I went on to the next one. So you shouldn't have like a straight line that aren't grown in two different sections. This is hopefully just to take one more thing off of the system, so it's not having to try to load this stuff in as well. Yeah, as far as I know, that is its only purpose. I have plenty of that going on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just have too many blocks placed down. Who knows? I was really hoping that stuff would grow while I was standing here. Alright. Well, I guess back to digging. I just wanted to do that to hopefully help out, but it doesn't seem to have done very much. Oh, we have a wandering horde out there. Either that or that's just another screamer walking around. Ooh. I don't know if you saw that or could tell on stream, but that just slowed down a whole bunch. Use the 15 blacksmith for that as well. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it kind of makes sense. If my garden is straddling two 15-block areas. Okay. Nice. Plenty of aloe for crafting first aid bandages. Oh, you know what? I gotta go back up. Gotta go back upstairs. I need that cement crafting out. I should have brought my sand inside that I'd already dug up. It's alright. We'll let those go. How much time do these have left? 40 minutes. I don't want those to run out. Well, that'll probably work. Okay. Oh, I actually need to keep a little bit more of that on me. Yeah, that'd be fine. Just in case I need to make some wood frames. Alright, well I tried to get rid of some of that frame loss, but I don't think it really helped. I don't think running 6 forges is helping. But when I was first building the base, I could... Ooh, door's open. I could do that all the time. No worries. 6, 7 forges, chem stations. Day 300. Oh. Shout out to Grand Spartan. Yeah, he did the This is Sparta thing. He had the soundbite for it and everything. Yeah, for sure. Day 300. In honor of the 300. I know I hear a zombie somewhere. Hope you're not just stuck beating on a block. Oh, here they are. Quit breaking my fence in the house. Like, where are you going? Like, what's with your AI? How does your AI not know things? Uh-oh. You might be kind of stuck there. Did you find your way back yet? My gosh, zombie, you are awful at this game. Oop, that's bad. We got screamers. We got wandering horde. There's a dog. The aiming is so hard in this game. Why? Oh my gosh. Just like aiming all around that dog's head. All that extra sliding you do. You go to make like a slight correction. Okay. These guys are unstoppable. Alright. This is why it takes so long to do anything. Spend too much time dealing with zombies. I think it was some type of zombie survival game. No such thing. Not a crafting game only, right? Alright, zombies. I gotta clean up the mess and sort the loot. Don't need the coffee. I'll take your leather, I guess. Alright, is that everybody? I want to say I killed somebody. Yeah, didn't I kill a screamer like on this side? I already got that one. No, I don't want to favorite it. Ugh. Yeah, looking to the south, still not good. And if that's just like a constant thing from here on out, that's going to be really frustrating. Actually, let's just put that in there for now. I'll drop it later. Can we eat? We can eat. Job us. Okay. Mini bike is over here. Good times. And we have a screamer stuck in the pit. What am I cutting out today? Depending on how things go, I'd like to finish this section here. That'll probably do it. But if the game crashes again, that's probably gonna do it. I could not hit this lady. Oh! There it is. One-shot headshot. Oh, man. Just trying to avoid her. Never gonna get anything done. But yeah, it just depends. You know, if I keep having to deal with all of these zombies and stuff like that, like I'm not gonna be able to get much done. I'd very much like to finish this up. There goes another screamer. I'm gonna take their stuff, but I'm not gonna clean up their bodies. I'm just going to use the auger and dig them up as I go through. Oh, come on now. You're like late to the party. You missed all the action already. Oh, wow. This thing can one-shot headshot a crawler? Are you kidding me? Or not a crawler, a spider? Alright, yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, it's just destroyed. Because things. Alright. Let's go. Nailed that frame. But yeah, I'll pretty much most likely take off before the Horde starts, which gives me about just under 24 hours of in-game time, which is about an hour or 50 minutes of real life. So honestly, I don't have a whole lot of time left. Because if the game's being this laggy and buggy already, and we've already gotten to the point where it's just going to be foggy, I don't think running a Horde Night's going to be a good idea. I think the game would most likely crash. But, I'll probably be on for about 45 minutes or so. I want to give myself a little bit of time to set up for the Horde. But I'd really, really like to at least finish augering this section out. This would be another thing, like on PC, that you could play for so much longer, you get things done. But I definitely want to get this game when it's on sale. Like, I've already had to purchase it once. Actually, you know what? I don't think that's true. I think, yeah, the reason I started playing this game was because a friend of mine got it. I was like, oh man, this game's awesome, you gotta check it out. I was like, yeah, you know what, like, I don't really, think I should be spending the money on the game right now, and, I don't really know much about it, and he's like, whatever, dude, I'll buy it for you. And I believe he got it when it was on sale, but, yeah, he went ahead and just, like, gifted me the game. He's like, here you go. I think that's really what got me started in it. So I guess I haven't purchased the game yet, but it has been purchased. But I'm sure you could find it for really cheap on like Steam or something. Have some sort of sale coming up. Insert season sale going on right now. Oof. It does seem to be handling a little bit better as far as the mining goes. And I think that's just because, like, maybe that's the use of the fog, is just to block out good portions of the map. Like, none of that stuff has to load in right now. And I'm just kind of guessing, because I don't know how that stuff works. Never done any game programming or coding to know about that. It seems like it's actually turned out to be a lot more sand than I was thinking it was going to be. Still, I mean, I only get 10 sand per block, and it takes 10 sand to put another, to put concrete in its place, so still wouldn't be getting the 1-to-1 ratio I needed to fill this back out because of the clay. Got into it right after Black Ops 2 Zombies. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I used to play, especially on Black Ops 2, I played a ton of zombies. Um, and when I got my PlayStation, Infinite Warfare came with it, and I ended up, honestly, like, Zombies in Spaceland is a super fun map. Raven and Redwoods is also a pretty fun one. I kind of stopped when I got to the third one because the Easter egg just started getting really ridiculous and irritating if I ever wanted to finish it. Um, but the first two maps on Infinite Warfare Zombies I have spent a lot of time on. They're a lot of fun. Who doesn't like running around as David Hasselhoff blasting zombies in Spaceland? It's a good time. Oh man, come on. But yeah, it is much easier to aim in Call of Duty than it is this. I mean, the aim assist is on, so I mean that's a huge part of it, and it's not on this game. That makes a huge difference. But you also have much tighter controls in Call of Duty. You don't slide around when you let off the stick, so it's a lot easier to do all of your aiming and shooting in Call of Duty. It's the same thing in like Borderlands, much easier line up shots and stuff like that. Oh yeah, definitely some good times. I had a lot of fun playing zombies. And what's odd is like, I've been so caught up playing Blackout on Black Ops 4 that I haven't really played zombies at all. I played it right after it came out, like one or two tries at it. And I was like, well, this seems like it's going to be really cool. And then I never played it again because I've just been like consumed by playing Blackout. But it is, I would definitely like to check it out again sometime. Watch some videos on how the Easter eggs are done. I do like to play the level first a few times just to kind of like see what I can figure out, see what I notice around the map. Then yeah, totally down with checking out videos on how to complete the Easter eggs and then working on them. And that's how I did the Infinite Warfare maps. I like beat the bosses and like completed the Easter eggs and it was a lot of fun. And it gives you something to work towards, right? Instead of like just wave after wave of just shooting zombies. You know, that gets old really fast. But as long as I'm working towards a goal, it allows me to keep playing. It's just like when the Easter eggs get out of control and you gotta like find all of these different symbols that relate to like some alphabet so that you can spell out words, but it's like a random set of words depending on what spawns, and like I don't know, it's like after a while the Easter eggs can get out of hand, and then it's just too much. It's just like I don't feel like doing all of that. I don't mind putting some work in, but that seemed like it was excessive. One thing I did kind of like back in the day, I don't remember when I ended up getting this. Maybe a friend picked it up for me or something again. Like, I have luck with that happening. If a friend wants me to play a game and they get it for me. I've gotten a few games that way. But anyway, like, played Ghost a bit back in the day. And played there, it wasn't zombies, it was like aliens. I forget exactly what it was called. Um, But yeah, that mode was a lot of fun. You just had like certain objectives to do along the way. It could have used some, work, but it wasn't just like these all but impossible Easter egg systems that you just gotta like work on all these, crazy different puzzles and figure things out. It's pretty straightforward. They're like, do this in this area, and you're like, cool, I'm gonna go do that while I survive the onslaught of aliens. It just kind of helps. Which kind of helps having something to do, I guess. My character is what? Just working out here in the rain. The auger never stops. There's no time for the stopping of the auger. Yeah, good friends for sure. That's how I got, like, 7 Days to Die. Like, my friend was super hyped about this game, so I definitely credit him with, like, getting me started on this. I don't know if I ever would have bought it if he hadn't just got it for me. I think Diablo 3 was that way. But it's like, you know, and I bought my friend, you know, Battlefield or whatever in return. You know, so I was like, dude, this game is fun. I guess it was Battlefield 4 back in the day. But, yeah, it's like a pretty good setup we've got. Just kind of like getting each other games. Yeah, if you want somebody to play a game, buy it for them. Oh man. Oh, it's like I'm almost done and now I gotta repair. Yeah, I do need to take the sand inside and get that going. So how much do we have? Nearly 2 stacks that we can eat. Let me go check this real quick. Actually, before I put anything up anywhere, I'm gonna repair all of the clay that I damaged. Seriously, don't know if it makes a difference, but I don't want to leave just like a bunch of damaged blocks underneath anything that I build. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I've got like multiple level 70, you know, characters, like unknown Paragon points. I guess I could just look at it and find out how many Paragon points I have, but there's a lot. And like it's pretty good. I don't think it's as good as like Diablo 2, but it's a fun game. Alright. Go check the items. Take a bunch of this junk inside. Right now. Drop that off, drop that off. Crafting. Trying to stay out of the other side of the base. Guns, crafting. Sand. For sure, need that. That's not bad. If I can put the barrels of gas in the mini bike. Back up to 51. Come on. There we go. And do I have anything that needs to go in the trader chest? I don't think so. Nice. Yeah, I remember like way back in the day, I had the first Diablo on console. I had it on PlayStation 1. It was a super good time. Of course, there's like that unique acid maw group that will just like eat your face on like level 6 every time. Doesn't matter. Nothing you can do about it. 'Cause yeah, I had like a level 40 something rogue or whatever, and you're just running through and just get completely blasted by him. No hope of survival. My gosh, I have so much clay. I will never need clay again. I'm pretty certain. But these are doing alright. We have 1,000 at each. So we have 3,000 forged iron ready to go. Come on. Man, it's still so much frame loss. Yeah, and I know I keep bringing that frame loss issue up a lot, but it's starting to make me like pretty nervous, honestly. Like, I just want to be able to finish this game. I want to be able to finish out what I'm doing here before the game gives out. I've never had a save file be completely corrupted. The way things are going, I do see that as being a possibility. I'm not entirely excited about it. Yeah, AI was brutal back then. Yeah, they would just, like, eat your face. Nothing you could do about it. What do I have that's extra? Oh, these two 7.62 rounds. Okay, that needs to go over to the kitchen, which is the area I was trying to avoid, so I'm probably just going to go throw that back down into the chest. I needed to make sure that these were going. I'll take this out. See how much we have. Alright. So 5, 10, we have 10,000. I'm gonna do, well, maybe I do 2,500 in each. Yeah, even that's gonna take half an hour. There we go. And we're almost at the stone. It goes so fast. But this is good. This is good. We have 10,000 concrete being made right now. How much is this? 5 times 4. We have 20,000 right here. 6,000 right there. I was just about to ask for my thoughts. My thoughts on what exactly? World War Z. Grand Spartan just went live on it. Should be enough to get me started. I'm not sure. I watched a little bit of him playing it the other day. It seems kind of interesting in a way, but I don't think it's really my game style. I don't know. But I mean, really, I only watched about 15 minutes or so of it. So there is a ton that I have not seen. but the book World War Z is really good. There's a couple of parts that I thought were a little too cheesy, but overall I thought the book was really well done. The movie, not so much. Not a fan. I can say that for sure. But it is what it is. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's not bad. I mean, I guess nearly 14, not quite. Honey and sandwiches. So I'm just going to lay down as many frames as I can. We'll start with like an exact number. I didn't measure it out, so I don't know how much it's going to take. So we'll start out with 3,000. See how that goes. Zombie hordes just pour down. Yeah, I saw them at one point. It looks like they were just, you know, and it looked like it was raining zombies, basically. Yeah, I'm not sure what all they would end up getting into. Like I said, I only saw a short bit of it, and it seemed like it's basically like just doing different missions. Oh, I took all the clay back. Oh, well. I guess a few damaged areas aren't going to be too bad, and there's a screamer. But yeah, it looked like doing missions and just taking zombies out, you know, like completing this thing. Oh, it's a dog. Of course I'm bleeding out. Got 600 armor, why wouldn't I be bleeding out? Actually, that might not be true. I might not have 600 everything right now. Actually, let me use one of these instead. Oh man, look. Everyone's dressed the same today. Hey, look at all those. It's like the same zombie. Dress as your friend day. Everybody happens to be friends with the same person though. There we go. That's the thing that's kind of a bummer, is, come on, let's get you all up here. Come on. Get up here. Whatever. Oop. And I forgot what I was talking about. I was going to say, and that's the thing that's a bummer about something or other. Can't remember. Got caught up trying to get the zombies to figure out how to go up one block. Somehow I managed to shoot between them as they walked by one another right there. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, it's just a bummer not having exploding crossbow bolts. Like, if there's a big group like that, I can't just take them all out at once. Do it one by one. With very slow and poor aim. Come on, y'all. Y'all got this. Come on. No, they don't. Oof. Aim is terrible. Aim is bad. Gotta lead them. Oh my gosh. It's like you barely touch the stick at all. You just go sliding all over the place. Alright, alright. That's enough. Just end this. Just do this. Awesome. Now clean up the mess. Oh man, this is why it takes so long to do anything on this map. Too many wandering hordes. Or screamers, my gosh. I mean, that's what I get for running all my forges and everything at the same time, but... There are so many. I'm just taking everything right now. I'm gonna drop some of it here in just a minute. Okay. Oh yeah, there was a couple I had to kill down here. Oh, I guess if they're right on the edge, a lot of times their bodies are just instantly destroyed. Which saves me a lot of time. Nice. Full on the pasta. I'm not thirsty, okay. Yeah, I would say that's one of the biggest issues of switching between games. I know this is kind of jumping back into an older conversation from today. It's just like hitting the wrong buttons. Like, I'm hitting my center button to open up my menu in this game, like my character menu and all that. But that's the wrong game. It's Borderlands 2. Recipes, leather. Oh my gosh, it's right there. My dude is freezing. Let's put on some pants. Actually, that can go. Oh, come on. Over one. Okay. Let's see if we can't get this done. It's already 10 a.m. though. We have 12 hours in game. There's about like 25 minutes. Not enough time to completely get this finished. For sure. Like, I'm not gonna have time to lay down all the frames. I'll get some of it done though. Ooh. Just need to fix all of the extra holes I made. Which, granted, I would say is not entirely my fault. You know, it's just... Alright. That block was just destroyed for no apparent reason. Are you kidding me? This section of the map's bugged out? Are you kidding me? Game. Alright. It looks like if I put a frame there ahead of time, it's not going to give me any issues. Oh, come... Like, how many wandering hordes do we have? Like, what do you mean, game? Oops, wrong thing. Alright, so I'll be lucky if I actually get all of the wooden frames down into the holes today. Sweet. You do that. But I have run into places before where, like, even just trying to put on, like, a flat surface, it wouldn't let me build. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm hoping that I don't run into similar situation. I guess I could have saved that food. See, like how those bodies are being destroyed? Those should not be getting destroyed. Alright. I think from here on out, more modestly sized builds are going to be what I'm going for. Although that issue that I've had, looking to the south and southeast from my base has been there for a long time before the base was very large at all. That happened because one time I was mining and I had a bunch of screamers above the mine when I got out of there, and I just left him there. Like, I drove off and left him there, and ever since then, I've had that issue, which sounds really strange, but it's the only thing I can really link it to. The game didn't, like, completely despawn all of them or something. Something weird happened over there. Alright, which reminds me, should probably lay down frames not facing the south. So we'll start on the north side and like work our way over and down. Sure. Alright, off to a great start. So I think I started with around 3,000 frames. There were a few extras that I used to prop up that light post, but let us know how much concrete we need. Just think, if we finish this in 3,000 frames, we'll only need 30,000 concrete for this one section. But I do think it's going to be less. I think it's going to be less than that. This one seemed like it was pretty small. Alright, so in rows of 2, all the way across, we just use like 115 frames. Oh man, that's nearly like, what, 60 rows? It's like, this area isn't uniform though, like it's not a square, more of a rectangle. Oh, missed one. Actually, I'm gonna put the pistol back on there just in case. Like, I think the flaming arrows are kind of neat, but they don't just like stop zombies like a exploding crossbow bolt will. I guess that's another thing. I mean, I guess like crossbows and exploding bolts would totally be viable for the cowboy like character to use, right? Add explosives and access to crossbow technology. Buy these things combined. Oh yeah, the calculator app. Yeah, I use the calculator pretty often. But I wouldn't say lazy, maybe a little bit lazy, but I haven't really counted any of these sections out. It's like, I just dig them up, put down the frames, and then however many frames I put down is what we need for concrete. It's pretty straightforward. Just like add a 0 to the end of it. I just wish I wish that concrete would stack higher, like more than 1,000 would be nice. It's like frame stacked to 500. And so if concrete stacked to 5,000, it'd be like, a stack of frames, a stack of concrete. That's what you would need. That was another thing that I picked up from Grams to Barton. Like, I think he modded his out to do that. It's like his Alpha 16 playthrough, I believe. It just makes sense. Saves you a ton of space as well. Oops. Had a good rhythm going there for a while. Alright, so that's 500 frames to right there. This might take more than I thought. Try to put down another 500 if I have time. I guess like, no, I won't do that. I was thinking like something I could do instead of like taking on the hordes, I could just go mining. I'm just gonna head back down to the stone mine. But I mean the hordes are really the only way I break up working on the base anymore. Like every, 7 hours of video. There's like one time when I just, spend a good amount of time just like fighting a bunch of zombies. Although, the game's been giving us a lot of wandering hordes. Screamers aplenty, that's for sure. Stackability moderates hacking? I guess so. Already almost halfway through this stack. Which I should probably work out. Give me time to go drop off what I've got. I'm not gonna bother grabbing things up before I head in. I've already moved some of that stuff back in there. Dude, it's still freezing. Should have brought a long sleeve shirt out here. It's really like the only time that I have to mess with my character's clothing. I guess like if I'm going to go mine in a snow biome or something, then yeah, for sure. But it's just like after the game gets foggy, after you've played for about 2.5 hours, the game just gets foggy and rainy and screamers all screaming. She summoned another screamer. Screamer summoned a screamer. That's unfortunate. I hope I don't have to repair any of these frames up. Oh, and there's a cop. Are you kidding me? Uh-oh. I don't have my exploding crossbow bolts. That dude is just gonna... Maybe this is actually kind of bad. Oh, man, if he gets stuck right there, if he pops right here, I'm in trouble. Like, these zombies, whatever. Oh, come on, dude. I need him to get out of there. Because I have a feeling he's about to explode. I mean, there's not much I can do about that. He just has too many hit points. Come on! Why are you so terrible, zombie? Come on. I just can't have him do it right there. Alright, now over here, over the concrete, that's fine. We can deal with that. And he's just gonna run off. Gotcha. I guess we could use some of those flaming arrows and see how that works. I just can't see him. It's unfortunate. Keep like hitting him in the shoulder. Yeah, I assumed that was gonna happen. But that's alright. He at least did not do it in our work site. Any more? I want to say that there were. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, exploding bolts are really the only ways that I deal with zombies or cops anymore. It's just like mostly a guarantee that you will kill them. Not a complete guarantee, but you have a really good chance. You've got a good stack of crossbow bolts, or exploding ones, that is. Alright, it's already 1700. Nearly 1800. I'll try to get these put down. So then I can be like, yeah, put about 1,000 frames in there. So we need at least 10,000 concrete for what we've put down. Alright. 60 to go. I need to make a new bow. So I'm going to use this bow for the Horde Knight. Like, I think I'm going to end up switching back to the crossbow after this, but I at least want to go through my ammo. You know, I've got a bunch of flaming arrows. Use those up. Bunch of steel arrows, which I can honestly just throw into the munitions chest. Use that some other time. There we go. So there's 1,000 frames. Let's check the map. Not quite, but almost half, I would say. Almost halfway with 1,000 frames. So probably looking at about 2,500. Frames. I don't think anything else is building related. Oops. Got these 500 frames right here on my build. So we still have a ton of rebar, which is nice. That can go in there. Those can go in there. I'm not even gonna bother taking things in right now. Am I saving bones in there? I shouldn't be if I am. Oh yeah, those. And then chunk. Got it. Alright. Actually, I'll set myself back up here. You know what? I'm gonna leave these pants out here. Just in case, same thing, you know, next time I'm out here working, I get rained on and it gets cold. So we got about 2.5 hours till the Horde. I think it's going to be a good time to go ahead and wrap this up for the day. But, reasonable amount of progress. I was able to get some sand, some stone, cut down the tree farm again, cleared out the garden. Got this next section halfway laid out with frames. Pretty good and well taken care of here. Yeah, still just kind of a little weary of the frame loss issues. Honestly, it seems to be a bit less now, which is nice. Let me go see if I can pick those last few aloe yet. It's like I'm really just not sure as to what's causing it, so I'm trying to help the game out as much as I can. Because like I'm gonna run my forges, like no matter what, I will be running my forges, or else I'll never get anything done. Still have a few that haven't grown yet. It's alright. Yeah, it gives me enough to make 10 aloe cream. Come on, let me on the bike. Now my dude's cold. Oh, just a moment, sir. You're about to go stand up by the forges. Check these out. Get in there. Glad I got those up and running when I did. Let's see, we're almost out of stone again. But we are out of cement. Nice. 10,000 concrete done here in just a moment. So we'll definitely have enough. We'll definitely have enough to finish out the section we're working on. That's good. No gas going right now. I gotta drop this stuff off. I only grabbed the forged iron from one. But if we do get to a point where we're just needing to like produce a bunch of cement to get caught back up, I have a lot of forged iron to get started on those catwalks that I want to put around the base. Let's see what we got here. Is there 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5,000 almost? Almost 5,000. Forged iron, it's not bad. Right, 1 hour to go, so I'm going to be hopping into the game and being like, oh my gosh, there's a Horde Knight right now, type of thing. So, I am going to go ahead and drop this stuff off. How hard is it to start? Oh, when I want to start a new game? Yeah, that can be It can be a pretty intense urge. Or like, especially when I start to notice my game bugging out and like acting really poorly. That's when I'm just like, we need to start a new game. I'm just gonna repair this right now. I think that's the hardest one for me. I actually did that. I was playing my personal game on Borderlands 2 last night, and there was an audio glitch, and I was just like, well, time to start a new game. Oh man, the Horde is starting now. Sorry, I do have to run. I'm like just cutting out here real quick. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. And next time I load in, it'll be Horde night. Alright, y'all take care. I will see you around. Thanks, Dan. Take care.